What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Oh, well, we are here live Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday night. I think is ladies' night, isn't it? But it's not ladies' night tonight here on the channel. So, welcome to Lone Cowboy Adventures. My name is Ken. I'm your host. We are doing it live tonight. We got a special guest in the back room here, and um, I want to welcome everybody and hit the thumbs up, please. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, I just want to recognize a few people in here real quick. Melinda Dobson, uh, welcome. As always, Chasing Adventures, good to see you. Marty N. I don't know who that guy is. Jimmy Luff Jr., how are you doing? Okay, Jimmy. Well, yeah, go get that business done. And Randy Smith, if you're still here, good to see you. And as like Melinda says, hit that thumbs up, please. So, been a pretty good week. Who? Oh, Sam Gilmore, good to see you. XAN Biker, how you doing? And we got Skip's Place in the back room. So, as many of you know, I've been supporting the supportbikers.com movement, Badger Nation, whatever, for I don't know how long it's been. It's been several months, and I got Skip with Skip's Place KCMO on board, and he's actually in the process of preparing. I don't know what he's doing to prepare, but he's preparing to do a 2,000-mile iron butt saddle sore in 36 hours or less. So he's in the back room, and after a while, when he I'm going to ask him several questions of what he's going to do to prepare for this, because tomorrow's Thursday, and then Friday rolls around, and he's leaving 4 a.m. Saturday morning. I believe he told me he was going to be back Sunday afternoon around 4:30 p.m. So, yeah, that's what I want to do. But there is a link down in the description, a Venmo link. What he's actually doing is actually asking for donations for the ride, and whatever he has left over after expenses and whatnot, he's going to donate to the supportbikers.com. So, any questions, whatever. Roadkill Ron, good to see you. So
sure.
he actually did a video down at K River Camp 3 weekends ago when we were down there, and that was a blast. We've got another big announcement coming up here this week, but I don't want to spoil it. Okay, so without further ado, there is a Venmo link down in the description to actually donate to the ride. And yeah, let's see here. Oh, we got Stiff Rides in here also. Let's bring him in here. What the heck? There he is. Now let's see if we got his microphone.
Can you hear me?
No, we ain't got your microphone. It must be your mic. Keep playing around with it, and I'll keep talking. Here you go. Wait. Okay, now you just muted yourself. There you
How's
go.
that?
Now it's up. Nope, still can't hear you. Make sure you get the right microphone selected on your options.
I do.
So, oh, you heard him? Melinda says she heard you.
You can't hear me?
It must be me. I guess. I don't know. You're hearing. Everybody says they are hearing you.
Yeah, I can see they're hearing me, and I can hear you fine.
Oh, man. So it must be me.
But hey, what's up, everybody?
It
How's
was
everybody
working last
doing?
time. I don't know why. So go ahead, Skip.
Too late. I already started.
Let's see here.
What do you want to know about?
Oh, I bet I know what it is.
He had roadkill. Yeah, you're right. That is exactly how I prep for one of these things. I've done one before, but I'm just used to riding long miles anyway. The biggest thing is I try to make sure that I can ride through a full tank of fuel because I don't stop until the tank's empty. I keep 2 gallons on the bike. When the bike gets close to out, we stop at a truck stop. Other than that, it doesn't work that way.
I can
Um,
hear you now.
okay. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, it was a laptop. So
Um,
anyway, so
well,
what are you doing? What are you doing? Uh, like today's Wednesday. What are you going to do tomorrow as far as rest, sleep, to prepare for this?
okay, pretty much as far as today, I stripped everything off the bike. Everything comes out of the bike except for what I need. Maybe an in case stuff, but for the most part, I set my shocks back down simply because I've got legend shocks. So I reset my sag and everything just for me. Since I'm not pulling a trailer, the queen's not with me. We have no gear, so I set everything just to fit my comfort for 36 hours. Um, but tomorrow it'll be the same thing. I'll do all the 3-hole oil change tomorrow, get all that done. All my pre-trips and all my T clocks will be done. Um, you like that fancy shit there? I said T clocks. Do you like that?
Whatever, whatever that is.
T clock? We'll talk offline later, buddy.
Okay,
Um,
okay, all right,
so, so I make sure all my pre-trip stuff, basically for a motorcycle, is called your T clocks.
right, right.
Snacks. Absolutely right, Steph. We need ho-hos. We need jerky. We need, oh man, I don't drink much. Like, I really won't drink anything. Normally about the last 50 miles before I get to a stop, I'll like down my drink. That way I know when I get there, we're in and out.
Right.
So, um, but really it's all about running through a tank of fuel, keeping a steady pace and just sit. I don't drink that stuff. I've never even tried one.
Well, I
I
drink
still
the
go as it is, as if you can't tell.
yeah. I drink the cafe mocha red monsters. While we're riding. And then I usually have a bottle of water in the trunk or somewhere. Because
Man,
that
I
stuff
think
can
all I
get
drink
old. So or
right.
coffee.
All I drink is water or coffee. I
Right,
don't I have 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day. Other than that, I all I drink is water.
right.
And
I
apparently a couple of beers here and there.
right.
Um,
I got one of these in the truck, and I usually drink one, maybe two of these in the truck because I bring a thermos with me. So,
oh yeah,
and
yeah.
I bring a bottle of water with me also. And I need to drink more water because pretty soon I'll probably be uh, passing some stones if I'm not careful. Luckily, I haven't had any problem with that yet. So, yeah. Chasing Adventure says water Gatorade.
Pickle
Gatorade
juice?
Zero, maybe 5 Hour Energy, maybe halfway Monster Zero, and pickle juice. All you need. Okay.
Oh yeah, I know Jimmy's a tea guy for sure.
Yeah.
Um, Marty is apparently just a beer guy when he's not around anybody else. Um, but love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or shooters.
or shooters. Yeah, he likes those shooters.
Yeah.
But
We'll have to
no, I really don't.
reveal his road name some other time.
Yeah, we will. That'll be a different time. But
My ace is easy now. So yeah.
talk quiet.
Now, what about say like Friday? Will you try to sleep as much as you can for Friday until like 3 o'clock in the morning?
I will stay up all night tomorrow night.
Okay,
I will
good.
probably be up at 4 in the morning tomorrow and stay up as long as I can. That way I'm sleeping right before I leave here.
Right.
I'll leave
Right.
here about 2:30 and head
Right.
down to I-70. So,
Yeah. Um, when I worked nights, I would work all night Friday night and stay up all day Saturday until, you know, 11, 12 o'clock at night. And that
right.
was like 35 hours or something like that. And of course, I was on the tractor baling hay and whatnot, or taking the
Yeah,
horses
that
to
makes
get
for
their
a
feet
long
done
day
on a
there, bud.
Saturday. Oh yes, definitely long, you know, or going on a trail ride, loading the horses up and going
Right.
down to go on a trail ride down at Truman Lake or something. And by 11 o'clock, you're just deadbeat tired. But
Absolutely. Hey, do you
uh,
see that remark from Marty? It was
what's that?
trying to fall over and you know it, huh? I don't believe anybody else there saw it like that.
Yeah. Roadkill Ron says, "What's the destination? What is your
Okay,
route?"
so my route, I'll leave here at 4. I'll start at I'll run 6:35 out to I-70. On I-70, I'll take the first exit. There's a quick trip right there that I always start at. From there, I go to Salina, Kansas, and that's about 175 miles. So I'll be about ready for a tank of gas, but not quite. But I got to change direction. So I have to stop and get a tag, a receipt. So my first stop is the quick trip. My second stop will be Salina, Kansas. Then I'll change direction. Every time you change direction, you have to get a new receipt. So
Oh,
then you're
really?
not cheating on your
Hmm.
road
Okay.
because I can easily cut through and come out to another gas station and be like, "Oh, I'm here now."
So when you
And
start going south is when you stop to get gas.
yeah, I'll stop there.
Okay.
That's why I chose Salina. So it'll be close to a full tank. So I'm not wasting gas. I'm
Right.
still trying to get a full tank in.
Right.
Um, so I'll get gas there. And then from there, it's straight south I-35 to Laredo, Texas. As soon as I hit mm, about 1,040 miles, I'll turn around, even if I'm not at Laredo. I will
Hmm.
absolutely just flip a hoo-hoo, get some fuel, and we're heading back.
Right. Right.
Now, I have looked at the weather, and it's supposed to be, I don't know how pretty this ride's going to be. So I've made a other destination just in case. I'll just run, if it is where it's going to be a terrible decision, just look, it's hard to run 73 and above when it's severe thunderstorms and floodwater. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's just nothing safe about trying to make time when it's dangerous. It's not
Right.
worth it.
Right.
So I will run, if that's the case, I'll run straight east down I-70 all the way to Baltimore, Maryland, and just get gas, turn around.
Right.
We're almost there. It's about 1,060 miles from here to Baltimore, straight down I-70. So I can whip a U anywhere down I-70. It's always good. That way I just have to, yeah, right. No, now I have an extra tire for my chase card, Stiff. You know what I mean? Now I've got an extra tire to throw in there, so I guess I'm good to boogie. Yeah,
We're
after
gonna we're gonna
everything that went
razz you.
wrong.
We're gonna razz you about that tire
Oh
as
man,
long as we know you.
I know, I know. That's all right.
So
Um,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
man, yeah, Chase, I'm gonna figure that out. I think. See, you all, Chase has was gonna help me with the spot wallet thing, which tracks my ride for the Iron Butt Association, which I didn't use that on my last one. I did it all by receipts, um,
Hmm.
which I'm gonna do this time because I have the spot wallet app and I have no idea how to use it on an Android.
Right.
On the iPhone, it's really easy, but it is not so much on my. I love you too, Stiffy. It's a pleasure meeting you, buddy. I'm glad I got that pleasure. It's absolutely a blessing to know you're around. So it's all good. It wouldn't be
I'm
right if you didn't run your mouth a little bit, right? Who does that to a friend? I
no.
expect help because I'll give it right back.
Uh,
But no,
Chase. Chase. I sent you a link on your messenger. So if
so yeah, that's I got a
Now
chase
you
car. I'm going to see how that turns out. My goal was $1,000, $500 for a donation, and $500 for my ride, for fuel for my bike, my chase car, and a little cash for the snacks and drinks for the guys riding and doing my camera.
right,
And then anything left, it all goes to the Wrecked Rider Funds for support bikers. Right now, I'm at $740. So I'm about $260 short of my $1,000 goal. But man, I'm so blessed with the people that throw down on this.
oh
It's
yeah, definitely,
crazy.
yeah,
I
definitely,
I can't. I will. I'll put a video out when it's all done, and I'll tell everybody's name. And man, it just man, what a blessing! I can't
right.
believe I've made it. It's man, it's cool. Everybody comes together, right? That's
Oh
what we
yeah,
do.
yeah. It's going to be a good time. You actually invited me to go with you on that, and I'm like,
Absolutely.
I can't really, with all my vacations and everything planned, and
You don't need anything but $200 for fuel.
yeah. Oh, I
We're not
know, I
stopping.
know.
We're not spending the night.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
run 500 miles. I'll see you in about 6 hours.
Right, right. Oh,
Camp out at the truck stop.
now,
You know how to work a truck stop.
oh yeah. Uh, now you've done the 1,000 mile iron, but how long ago was that?
2 years ago,
2 years.
2 years ago, I'd have
Right.
to run up and get my certificate. Um, you want to see it? I'll go get it.
Well, it's all right. I mean, yeah, show you what it's. We got Chase in the back room here. Uh, I don't know
Okay, pop
how
them on
many
there. I'll be
he's
right
done.
back.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see here. Let's do this.
Trying to. I think I've
Whoops.
got a new. I think since last time I got on with you, I've gotten a new computer, so I'm like trying to make sure all my stuff's in the right place.
Right, right.
What's
Stiff
going on?
says not too much, not too much. And you just here he comes with a certificate. You just got done with an iron butt over to where back a couple weeks ago,
Yeah, they kind of blend
Amarillo.
together. I've done a few of them this year. What was it? I guess it was two weekends ago, or it was the weekend before spring fling, so not quite 2
Right,
weeks.
right,
I went over to Amarillo and back.
right, right.
How was
That
that ride?
one, do what?
How was that ride to Amarillo and back?
It was good. I mean, folks talk about trying to iron butt to like Sturgis or to some event or something, and I'm like, man, I don't want anything to do with trying to hang out and be social after I ride 1,000 miles in a day or whatever.
Mm-mm.
So I go to a gas station that's 515 miles away, and then I turn around and I come home and get in bed. That's
Right.
Yeah.
I was
But no,
talking to.
Amarillo is cool because you see, I've gone north, straight south, southwest, straight west. Actually, I've gone north double twice. And so Amarillo is cool though. That whole area between Oklahoma and Amarillo it's like, I don't know, it's like Mars, like the red dirt and kind of the hills
Oh
and
yeah.
the canyons and everything. There's like little baby Grand Canyons all over sort
Are
of
you?
I-40 down through there.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, it's not like, Joshua Tree National Forest or whatever, but it's just like cool scenery,
Right. At least
We
it's
rode.
something to look at.
Yeah, we rode across 40 from Oklahoma, from El Reno. We stayed the night over at El Reno, and then we rode over to Tucumcari. And if you're riding 40 across the upper part, panhandle part of Texas, there's one spot that will really wake you up from the smell. You know,
Oh boy.
I mean, it's like 5 miles of nothing but cattle pens on both, on the south side and north side of the interstate. It's like, good grief, man, that's worse than Dodge City.
Well, and that was, I don't remember. I think it was like stop number 2 or 3. I don't remember. I ran out of gas because I had like a 30 mile per hour headwind, and I time my stops real close to empty.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first time that the headwind caught me off guard. I mean, I had a roto packs in the back, so I had gas to fill up with.
Right.
Hence the reason I carry 2 gallons, because I kind of push it.
Yeah.
And
Show your certificate, Skip. I'll bring you full screen here if I can figure out how to do it. Here we go. That's something like that. Yeah.
I don't know. Chase's is better than mine. He's got a bronze.
Yeah.
So that one was May 2023. So yeah, 2 years ago
Uh-huh.
on this same road, Blood. We
Right.
went to Byers, Colorado, and back, and just flipped a UE and came home. About 17 hours with 3 of us, with 3 people. You got to be careful because sometimes nobody takes a break the same. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Here.
I'm kind of quick on and off of there. Some people tend to take a little longer. So,
Robbie says, "Do you have one of those spare gas canteens?"
yes, I do. Yes,
Wow.
I do. 2 of them.
Now
Well worth purchasing those if you don't have one.
do those go in the hard bags?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And they also have metal round ones that have like a Velcro hanger that goes on your bike also, like a fire extinguisher.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think I was talking to Marty today about, if I were to try at least 1,000, go out to Denver, up to Cheyenne, back across, and then back down.
Yeah.
I'd have to figure the miles. But explain to the people that haven't done this, including me. So you register with the IBA,
Yeah.
and then you have to plan your route. And do you send in your route before you do it, or
No.
okay?
No, I do it when I get back. I do all mine by hand. Chase uses Spot Wallet, which his phone's much nicer than mine. Does not work well on an Android, apparently. So I still do mine just writing the tags out and taking pictures. But I number everything. I'm kind of tedious about it.
Right.
So
Yeah, what do I let me reach into my vault over here.
yeah, he's got that fancy bronze one. I like his.
I keep my receipts from all our rides in their little individual envelopes.
See, we're already buddies now. Look at the arrangement. Like, I like it. Look how organized that shit is. And it's color coordinated.
To your point, Ken, they actually used to for rides but it was usually more like 48-hour or more rides.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how serious of a ride it was, they would require you to submit, like, basically have an approved ride before you did it. But now with Spot Wallet and GPS and phones, it's basically like all those rides that used to require like pre-route, just say Spot Wallet is required because it pings your location every 5 minutes and just constantly is on. So you basically send them.
I've never had to do that yet. This was the first year I thought I'd try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I use it just for insurance.
Right.
You can take you can take your receipt pictures from the Spot Wallet app and it puts it on the ping. So you get your ride basically confirmed like an hour after you submit it if they have a Spot Wallet route with the receipts already embedded. And I know there's a few different apps. Like iPhone only has one app, the SW tracker. I think Android has a few different apps, so maybe some are better than others. I don't know exactly how that works.
They have all kinds of them. So that's the problem is I don't know what works, what doesn't.
Yeah, Marty and I were talking on the phone going down the interstate, and we were trying to figure the mileage to Denver. That's roughly six and a quarter, and then up to Cheyenne, it's only like an hour and a half to Cheyenne from there, and then come back across 80, maybe to Omaha, and back down 29. I had to figure up that mileage. I thought, man,
that's a day ride, bud.
I could do that.
Miles. That's 1,000 miles. I bet that's about 1,070 miles.
Yeah. So
no, it really can. We talked about Iron Butt last year, right?
Yeah.
The 1,024. It's not a time thing. It's just it's just a can you go 1,000 miles, you know, kind of thing. Like,
Right.
because I mean, you can do 1,000 miles in 15, 16 hours. Like the 24-hour thing isn't really you know, a hindrance necessarily.
Right.
It's just it's a good way to get your feet wet into, is this your jam or not?
Right. We got
It's
17 in
definitely
here.
not for everybody.
No. Well, we got 16 in here now. 11 thumbs up, everybody. Please, whoever's left in here, please, on your way out, hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it.
It's nice to know that Chase does this, so I have someone to ask questions to.
Right.
So it really narrows down the guesswork on something bigger.
Right. Now, what do you do to prepare, Chase? Or what do you take with you as far as nourishment, whatever?
So less now than I did like a year or two ago. I've got my system pretty figured out at this point. But so I put my big luggage on the back. And depending on the weather, which the last few I've done have been, you know, I did one in a New Year's one, and then I did one in March, and I did one in April. So if it's going to be colder, then I kind of have to plan for that. Once we get into like, you know, May, June, July, you can just, you don't have to worry about that nearly as much.
Right.
But like I said, I mean, I will take a few bottles of water, and I have like my cup holder on my handlebars, and just fill that with ice and refill it throughout the day. Take a couple of Gatorades. I wasn't joking about the pickle juice. It's like it's an actual thing.
Yeah, I'm curious about what's the deal with the pickle juice.
So, you know, I showed you guys, I think that last live we did together, that 100,000 miles in 100 days from Chris Hopper. He turned me on to pickle juice. You can buy, it's just called pickle shots from like a gas station if you want. It comes in like a shot bottle, kind of like a 5-hour energy, or you can buy it by the gallon if you want. And it just, the vinegar like hits your nervous system and acts like basically an ibuprofen or whatever. And it adds like 10 times the amount of electrolytes in it that a Gatorade does. So it just keeps you hydrated, gives you a little bit of pain relief. You know, when you stop, you take a shot of pickle juice and keep going.
Never heard of that. That's cool.
Helps with cramps,
okay. Yeah, that's cool to know.
Just make sure you don't go in the liquor store and buy the mason jars of pickles with pickle juice. That's not pickle juice, guys.
I have one in the fridge. The pickle vodka. Because Sarah drinks pickle juice too. Like if she gets home and she has a headache or something, she'll like take a shot of pickle juice. We tried the pickle vodka. Woo, that is a different experience.
Yeah, we buy the big 5-gallon or whatever it is pickles that you get at Sam's Club, and she'll sit there and drink the juice, you know, or straight out of the deal. You know, I'm like, just as long as you don't backwash, we'll be all right, babe. You know,
yeah,
bros.
But then I usually don't eat like. I will take a couple of protein bars, kind of granola bars or something, and then some like beef jerky. And I'll eat a protein bar or beef jerky every stop or every other stop or whatever, you know, just to kind of keep my stomach quiet. But you normally don't want to eat a bunch because you don't want to get back on the bike and get tired. Like food, all your blood goes to your stomach or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're sleepy, and that's bad news.
Yeah, I don't eat nothing either. I take a lot of beef jerky and those I like those cracked pistachio nuts. So that's what I cruise on, because I'm not trying to make a pit stop in the middle of anywhere.
Yeah, no, and I mean it just takes up time. I mean,
yeah.
A couple of my friends have like auxiliary gas tanks, you know, on their bikes and stuff. And I'm like, man, if I could have like 15 gallons of gas on my bike just to not have to stop, like I would.
Nope.
Like once it's warm enough, you're sweating a bit. You don't pee but like once or twice throughout the whole thing anyway. You know, and just that's it.
Right.
So yeah, I don't get out. I don't pee every time. I don't stop like that. I try really hard to drink maybe the last 50 miles. So if I do, it's once or twice. It doesn't yeah, everything costs time for me, and I just don't stop like that. I'll start getting tired. So.
But on like a regular iron butt, like 1,024 sort of thing, again, like time doesn't matter as much, so you can stop. But Stopping for 5 minutes and stopping for 20 minutes, there's no difference. Like you're going to feel the same when you get back on the bike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, it's just kind of like I'd rather just stop, get gas, take a swig of water, and keep going. Because I'll get home sooner.
Right.
There's no such thing
I
as a break.
agree.
You don't really need a break. You're living on
No,
the bike.
Stiff. There's no catheter. That's not happening for me.
Hey, Stiff is
No.
on to something there.
No.
Ken, I was telling you about Jason. He did the Hoka Hay last year, and he wore a catheter the whole time.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Nope. They have external catheters, but
here's a good question.
Asked if his was in the hole or not. We didn't get that far into the conversation.
Here's a good question from Kevin. This is for all three of us because I can say what I do to keep,
right.
For me,
yeah.
For me, if I'm doing a lot of riding in the summer on vacation when it's hot and everything, I powder. I use powder in my underdrawers. They make a what's called a monkey butt powder, or I even use Gold Bond. Gold Bond. It does the same stuff, and keeps it from chafing. Back when I rode horses, bicycle shorts, yeah,
padded bicycle shorts.
Yep.
Because they're tight, they all padded. Then they go under my jeans. They still keep your junk warm, even when you got chaps on. They still give a little extra right there in the front. So, man, and then plus that seat pad, if need be. But when it's just me, I can stand up. I can put my feet on the back. I can scoot to the back. I can scoot all the way forward. I can put my feet on top of the lowers. You find a way after 1,000 miles to adjust.
Right. Yeah.
You've already worked every position out.
What about you, Chase?
So I've tried a bunch of different stuff. So okay, it's funny you talking about the Gold Bond to the monkey butt. I have construction friends that pick the cheaper version of that, cornstarch, just pour it in their drawers every day while they were, doing road work and stuff. So I've tried sheepskin. I currently, anytime I do an iron butt thing, and it's about the only time I use it, is a wild ass seat cushion, which is sort of like an air hawk. I think it's like a fancier version of an air hawk. I will throw that on for an iron butt thing. But really, I don't know. In my opinion, if you can handle 300 or 400 miles in a day, without like a ton of stops, then you kind of reach like a point on your butt where it sort of caps out, right? Like there's a little bit of discomfort, but as long as you can handle that, like it's not going to be any worse after 700 or 800 miles. It's about the same. And so as long as you're comfortable with that sort of that butt feel after 300-400 miles in a day, you're probably good for 1,000.
Right. A bit of numbness.
Well, I tell you what, when I used to ride horses in that leather saddle, for 10, 12 hours a day and had cold snacks in the saddlebags, and
cold snacks. Woo.
Lots of cold snacks. Lots of cold snacks. And you get off to use the restroom or something, and then you get back to camp and you get off and you put the horse away and it's like, oh my gosh, man, I can't hardly walk, man. You want to sit there to spread them apart and walk around, because they're just chafed big time.
Ken just drops trowel, spread, and walks to the field.
Nobody wants to go to bed with diaper rash.
I got to take these chaps off, man. They didn't do nothing for my tail end. But yeah, lots of good memories, man. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Stiff, in response to your comment there, I mean, iron butt stuff, especially once you get into the gold level stuff, could be considered BDSM. Just saying, it could be.
Oh goodness! Gosh. And Marty says he's definitely not riding that far.
Wow. Oh, he could do it.
Oh, he could. Couple of days, he'd have 500 miles down.
Yeah,
no problem.
I just posted the Venmo link again in the comments, and
oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
I'll share it out. How many? We got 15 in here now, so not bad. Nice. Not bad. So
Very
Yeah.
nice.
let's see
My
here.
problem was when I had to. Jimmy, damn it, dude!
Well, that's from the sweat. That's not from
Right.
you know.
Jimmy, luckily, anytime I travel, I get poop shy. So, like,
Yeah.
I have never had the desire to go number 2 on a long ride. It has never happened.
Right.
I
Well,
haven't either.
that's like us driving truck. 300 out, 300 back. We might have to stop and cool off a tire, but that's about it. You know.
Right.
Especially when you drink coffee all darn day. So
Yeah, right. I
That'll
see
do
Ken
that.
talking about his coffee so much. I'm like, yeah, man, you speaking of catheters, you better have one in that truck.
yeah.
And I agree with Gilmore for sure. Dude wipes, always dude wipes. We like those.
Yep.
Yeah, I like those dude wipes.
I've got 2 packages of those. I haven't even had to open them up yet. So
Really? I always carry a package of those and toilet paper. You never know.
yeah.
So, hell
I
yeah.
will say I've never considered adding toilet paper to my packing kit. Maybe I should. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad option because things happen.
There are lots of guardrails you can park along and jump. Just hang it over. Just whatever.
Man, I'm always on the
So,
interstate. I
true.
don't know. Well, I guess all it is at a certain point is truckers when you're like way out,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what they think if they see a bike with the emergency lights on the side and the guy just squatted over.
Yep. Years ago, I had to stop coming back from Tulsa, coming up 169 highway, and I crawled underneath the trailer. That was when we first started getting the skirts along the side of the trailers, and
Oh,
man,
yeah.
it was early in the morning. I'm like, God, I don't think I can make it another hour. So I just crawled underneath the trailer and did my business, and now, off I went. Luckily, I had
Full of
plenty of
Fast and Furious, just scoop that
towns
hot
with it.
dog
Yes,
there.
just crawl under there and go. So. Oh heck!
Gotta do what you
Thanks,
gotta do, buddy.
thanks, Div. Hang on a minute here. Let's see if anybody else wants to jump on and wish you luck, because
Oh.
it's a hell of a ride, man.
Yes, it's going to be
And-
that. I'm anxious but nervous at the same sense. I mean, that's a lot of hours. It's really gets to for me, that's this is the biggest one I've ever done. So, um, I'm
So
anxious
you're
but
not
still
taking a break,
nervous.
you're
Huh?
not going to plan to like stop and sleep for 4 or 6 hours or something like that.
Nope.
Whew, buddy, that's my worry. When you get out to those like day plus long things, it's like you start getting loopy and start wandering off, and
And
you're like,
see,
wait,
I
we're
do
just
pretty
counting the past
good.
10 miles.
I mean, we've ridden a few times like that where we've ridden all day and all night. Me and my wife, we've done it, I don't know, twice for sure. I'm pretty sure it was twice. So, um, yeah, I have a buddy in a chase car that's going with us. And if I do need to stop and sleep, I'm not going to ride dangerous. I'm just not going to do that. Look, what's the worst? I do 2,000 miles in 48 hours. That's still a pretty damn good feat.
yes, it
Um,
is.
I'm not going to feel bad about saying, fuck this. I need sleep. Or look, I've got some medical stuff with me anyway. So, this is like a big deal for me. Um, but it's worth it. That's the only thing. It's absolutely worth it. I This is my only way to give back, so why not? I
You
don't
know,
mind pushing myself, and I know I'm good for 48 hours, no problem. I can stay up 48 hours, no questions asked.
it's kind of like you're
Because
riding.
but
You're riding for the ones that can't ride right now,
absolutely,
like Robert
but they
laying down
can't.
there at KU right now with a busted up leg. Um,
You know.
or whoever
And
else that's been
I've
injured.
reloaded music too, Jimmy. I've done that. I've reloaded music too already. I've got plenty of tunes. I ordered this thing that hooks to the back of my Cena and also plugs into the 7-pin on the bike. I don't know if it works, but I'm assuming it does. So I thought that would probably help add a little bit to stuff. Um, yeah, I appreciate you, Roadkill. I think I'll do fine as well. I've got a lot of people backing me up. I can't I'm so blessed. I can't afford. I can't believe we've got this far. I made a goal of $1,000 and I'm $740 in. So heck, I've already succeeded pretty damn good.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
I have no complaints.
We had a really good
So,
time last weekend, didn't we?
Man, we did. What a good time.
It
Got to
was,
hang out with Chase and
yeah,
Badgers, and that was our first time at Switchback. We'd never been there before. What a cool place.
yeah. It was that was my first time too. But last year I pulled in and I'm like, I'm gonna park here. There's nowhere to park, and I chickened out and I backed out and I left. I was like, I'm gonna heck out of here. I'm gonna make a fool of myself and drop my bike.
Huh.
you'd have
Because
been the
Wouldn't want to do
13th of the
that.
day. We wouldn't have even thought about it, man.
I think last year was it last year? No, it was a year before that I broke my wrist and got back on. So I don't know if it was Memorial Day or Labor Day weekend. Maybe it was Memorial Day. I don't remember. But yeah, I was like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna be like one of them guys, Saturday afternoon leaving and dropping my bike somewhere. That was
Their
just
Labor Day
crazy.
poker run. I think this past year was the first time that they broke triple digits on bikes
Really?
in a poker run. So if you've been to that parking lot, imagine 110 bikes in it at the same time, all trying to come in and come out at the same time.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That'd be tight fitting for real.
Yeah, it's an experience. We're about to experience it for International Female Ride Day this Saturday because
Yeah.
with the weather forecast being so good and us having 55 plus registrants, I'm like, oh geez, this is gonna be a
Yeah, it's
convoy.
gonna be a day.
Yeah. And that's down
Exciting.
from Switchback to Fort Smith, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Having
Damn,
all those.
if he's as dirty as you are. You know what I mean? He's as dirty as you are, Ken.
I didn't read that.
Around him without it being flipped.
I
Say
did.
nothing around Ken without it being dirty.
Yeah, I didn't read that comment before I put it on the screen. Oh my
Stan's trying to
gosh!
slide in those jokes,
Yeah.
Right.
just flipping through the comments. I got
Oh yeah.
He is definitely our hype guy.
Yeah,
We can count on him for being he can make people get in there. He's good at it.
he's full of energy. It's crazy, but yeah, he came out with part 1 of our K River camp out, and then I think he's going to come out with part 2. I think he might even have a part 3. I don't know. So,
Oh shoot!
Yeah, Ken.
We
Speaking of
definitely had
all
some good
this,
times.
there's 2 things it sounds like you need to do.
what's that?
I would say within the next 12 months, maybe. It sounds about fair since that's after next spring fling, basically. You need to do an iron butt.
Yes, sir.
Battle floor, 1K, normal old 24-hour kind of dude. And you got to climb a pole somewhere.
Hey, what is the deal with that? How did I not hear about this pole climbing thing, Chase? I hear you need some practice.
So I don't even remember. I think it started last spring fling, really. I can't tell you who the first one was. It may have been Bill from Witchcraft Cycle Works that did it first. But I, had some beers and such, and they were like, hey, people are sticking their stickers up at the top of the pole, if you want to be a cool guy, whatever. And so why not? That was when Win Road, and that was like last spring when all the content creators were there. As you can see in my video of it, there's like 20 people around me with GoPros on sticks, just like pointing at me.
Nice.
So I did it there, and of course Jay's done it. Mike did it last weekend. Bill did it again, and we kind of started joking because we go to other places that have poles, because we like to party, as it were.
Hey, it is what it is.
And so we did a couple of them at Route 66. They have like a baby pole and they have like the big main pole, which that one was scary. Once I got to the top, I was like, if I fall off of this, I may legitimately die. Like this is a 20-foot tall pole. But yeah, it's just become like a thing where if you find a pole, you put your sticker above it, and that's like a rite of passage.
I could have done it this year because my wrists were good and strong now. Now, when I was down there, when you did it, there was no way I was going to do it because my wrists were still jacked.
I don't know if I can get my fat ass up that pole or not. Maybe. I climb pretty good. My upper body's good, but I drag a lot going with it.
Hey, Stiff, if big girl strippers can do it, you can do it.
Oh, I bet. Stiff on a stiff pole. I bet he can figure that out.
Oh,
Oh man. But yeah, Ken, those
Give
are
him a
your two.
couple of drinks,
Those are
he'll
your
take
two
care of it.
challenges. The support bikers challenges for Ken. The
There
Iron
you
Bike
go.
is vastly more difficult, but you're in perfect shape. You can totally go do a pole. It's easy.
Yeah. Oh, I could do 1,000. I mean, it's, you know, 600 a day we do basically with our eyes closed because it's the same route. But it's like I was telling Marty, I'd like to do it and have a change of scenery, everything
Right.
new instead of going straight out to Denver and straight back, and because that's when it gets boring, in my view, because it's a boring drive. We do the same thing every day. It is boring.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, and folks all kind of plan differently and do different stuff. Like I'm a planner. Like if you look at my Google Maps and all my pins on Google Maps with my gas stops and all that jazz, like I'm kind of weird about how much I plan just for the sake of being able to then roll out as quickly as possible. If I have 10 routes planned in 10 different directions, then I can just check the weather, be like, I'm gonna do it Saturday and go in whichever direction looks good,
right.
But then there are folks, like we were talking earlier about mile monsters and stuff, where once you're doing, that many miles or that many runs in a year, like you can't plan it all to the T because you're just going, and
exactly.
So yeah, it's everybody's a little bit different, but I think the best thing to do for your first one is to not do a ton of change of directions, just because if you're not using Spotwalla or if you're not familiar with doing your receipts and your odometer and everything, it's just easy to kind of go pretty straight one way and pretty straight one way back, or just go pretty straight 1,000 miles in one direction.
Right. Keep it simple.
Just to keep it simple, because really you're worried about yourself, not your route as much.
Right. Hence the reason I made another one, just in case that storm gets bad. Because I can ride straight through it. I don't want to ride lengthways with it because it'll pound me the entire way, left and right.
Okay.
And I'm not riding through a severe thunderstorm at any point. That's just a terrible thought.
Yeah, Jimmy brings up a good point. Like I have a playlist on my music app that's it's called the Kitchen Sink, and it has like 9,000 songs on it, of just everything. But then I will when I start getting sleepy, I'll play music I can like sing along to very loudly in my helmet.
Right.
Right. Absolutely.
Hang on just a second, Rob. There you go, Robbie. There you are.
You're muted.
He's muted.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, I muted him because everybody was talking still.
Did you unmute me?
Yeah, you're unmuted. We can hear you.
I just wanted to hop in here. I'm on a walk. My scenery's changing because I'm on a walk. Let's make everybody dizzy. All right, come on, just a tip. Let's go.
Oh my God!
Let's do this.
It looks like found footage.
As he
I just
falls
wanted to hop
down
on here. I just want to wish Skip, you right there. I just want to wish you all the luck in the world, man. I think what you're doing is really, really cool. You got a lot of balls too. I know this is not a new arena for you, but to do all that riding, man, you really sacrificing the body there, man, for a good cause. So I think it's super cool that you're doing this, man. I just wanted to say you got all my support. Congrats, and be safe, man. Be safe.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. 100%.
That's what we do, man.
I'm
Where you at?
bummed
Work
Skip
still?
couldn't come to Spring Fling, man. I was expecting to meet this cat after, the couple of times we done stream stuff together.
Right. Yeah, that was cool.
Where are you going to be next? Where are you at right now? Maybe I'll be there in like 2 hours.
I am like an hour from Spring Fling. I live in Bentonville, Arkansas. Next weekend we will be in Fort Smith for Steel Horse Rally and International Female Ride Day. This weekend, I guess it's 2 days away.
Huh.
I don't know
I'm
where
going to be close to you sometime Saturday.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's what people say. That they're like, "Oh, you're taking this route. You want to stop by and like have a drink or a burger?" I'm like,
Right.
"Bro, no,
Yeah.
that's not what an Iron Butt
Hey,
is."
you're always able to text me how the weather's doing at your way, so I know.
It looks like it's going to be awesome this way, at least.
Yeah, it looks beautiful here. So I don't know about Fort Worth. I got to go through Fort Worth and then down through what is that, Amarillo? All
Are
the
you
way
going
to
straight? I thought
Laredo.
you were going
So
straight
It's
south.
supposed to be rainy.
Yeah. Well, looks kind of cloudy there today.
Yeah, what I saw, the route you originally sent me, I think, when we talked about it a couple weeks ago or however long ago it was, you were planning on going down, what was it, 6975 that goes south from Oklahoma down to Dallas, basically. I think it's like Tulsa-ish south to Dallas. Are you still planning on doing that?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm running straight from Salina, Kansas, straight down I-35 south all the way to Laredo.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I've been down whatever that 6975 because there's no real interstate between sort of Tulsa and Dallas.
Right.
And woo, that road has been under construction for half of my life and is a scary, scary place to be.
Half of
Well,
my
that's
life.
not helpful at all. I wouldn't want to do that shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm running straight I-35 south all the way down Laredo and Whippany.
There you go.
Or wherever I hit about 1,050.
Yeah. What are you doing, Robbie? You out for a walk?
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to slim this stiff down a little bit, you know?
I hear you, man.
Yeah,
Too many
I
we
hear
got to
ya.
do this so we
snacks.
can try to climb the pole next year at spring fling.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Rope. You remember rope class in PE in
I
elementary
hated
school?
that.
Man, I always loved that.
When I got off the rope, all the girls looked like they had eye goggles on, man. They were like, their eyes were bulging, man. And I was like,
When I got off,
what are
all
they
the
looking
girls
at?
did have eye goggles on.
Jesus, Chase.
Wow, that is pickle juice.
Woo!
Got my gallon, just thought I'd take a little nip on her.
My wife
Gross.
loves pickle juice.
Well, I guess
That's funny.
that's better than banana juice, right?
Uh,
I don't know if it's code for something weird or not there, Ken.
Well, years ago, there used to be a thing on.
Pickle juice.
There used to be a thing on the rock station here, banana juice, and it was. I'll have to find the audio for that. Yeah, Jane wants banana juice. Yeah, that's what it was. I have to look
I
that
Never know
up.
if Ken's
I
making a
don't know
dirty
if I'd
joke or
like
not.
that one.
Yes, it's a dirty joke.
And I'm like, damn
Of
it,
course it
Ken's
is.
like wholesome, but then sometimes he says stuff, and I'm like, I don't know.
You know,
It's a weird. It's a weird life, man. Pickle juice, butt stuff, spreading ass. What's going on here? Thought this
Sounds
was
like a party, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Weird. That just sounds like a
channel.
straight up
What are we
party.
talking about?
oh my gosh. Oh, I made on Easter. I made an 80-year-old woman laugh on in.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Yeah, it was leading up to something different, wasn't it?
No, I said, why do women have one more brain cell than a cow?
Oh gosh.
So they don't poop on the floor when you play with their whats.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
bud.
dirty.
And I looked over at Linda's mom, and she was just cracking up.
Dude, the best blonde joke that I've ever heard. Well, there's two of them actually, but this one's pretty good. What's the difference between a blonde and a tortoise?
Oh my gosh, I've never heard this one.
Blonde and a tortoise.
Yeah. What's the
I
difference?
don't know.
Nothing. When they're on their back, they're both fucked.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Jessica, she's a blonde. Her friend Betsy was a brunette and was really complaining about Head and Shoulders. And Jesse looked at her brunette friend and was like, "How do you give a shoulder?"
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I told you, you are our hype guy, period. That's all there is to it.
Oh, dude.
Oh man. Wow.
Those are good ones.
Robbie, you're awesome. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. You're all right. Let's
Yeah,
see.
Regardless of what everybody said this weekend about him, he's a cool guy. All right. Like, don't pay any attention.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe
Could
I'll
you?
go
Read roadkills. They call it almond milk because nobody wanted to call it drink nut juice.
Yeah. Chase, could you see him at the cat house?
Yeah, right.
Could you see Robbie at the cat house? Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I
God.
will
Sounds
say.
like fun.
So,
You have to have
I'm
9
not
lives to
trying to
do it?
blow not trying to blow smoke up your skirt or anything, but when they have those traveling bartenders who deal with a bunch of assholes all year, you know, at bike rallies and stuff, when you're like not one of those kind of guys, you get just like free drinks all weekend. It's great.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
Yeah, they kept losing our tab. It was weird, you know.
You just got
Wow.
his attention.
The owner, you know,
I'm
the owner of the cat house is really cool. And you know, he'll talk to everybody, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jeff knows everybody. That's for sure.
Right.
Thank
No,
you, Marty. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, sir. I really do. I appreciate you.
Marty, there's a tree over here in my front yard that needs some holding up. All right? This guy right here. It needs Marty.
It looks like it's got 3 legs.
Yeah, what was that? That was from.
I've heard the same about Robbie. You know.
Dr. Evil, where he's like, it's a kickstand. He goes like this. Like he leans over.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
start calling him tripod.
Yeah,
I like
there
how
it is.
you can tell when Robbie gets outside of his Wi-Fi because it turns into the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll go stand in the corner.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Hey, are those your free pizza glasses?
Yeah, dude, these are sick.
Those are pretty badass for free.
I know, and they're fucking green. I was like, what?
Look, he went and bought a pizza and they gave him free sunglasses.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
I got some grasses over here. Yeah, they just handed me these glasses. I did a short about it. It's pretty cool. Not a paid for ad by Domino's, although I did feel kind of like a
Not
sellout when I
sponsored by
made the,
Domino's.
yeah. When I made the short, I was like, oh shit, I'm a sellout. Domino's, but they're not paying me nothing.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh. Well, any news on part 2 or 3, Robbie?
So
Yeah.
part two is close to be. It's a doozy, man. You guys are gonna. It's pretty good. I just have so much footage. I might have to end up making a part 3, unless y'all want to sit around and watch a 30-minute video. I mean, it's totally up to you.
And they're done that one.
That's up
I
to you. It'd be your first one.
I haven't gotten done. We're still at the gas station eating breakfast, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like a little Lord of the Rings over there. What's going on?
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Trip.
It's
Dude,
gonna
he
be a
continuously has that
3-parter.
phone out. I
Yeah.
don't
There's
know
just a
how he
lot going
doesn't have
on.
a hard drive glued to his ass crack because
Yep.
he continuously is running out of room.
Yeah.
You know, I found out what the problem was with that. So it was just because there was no Wi-Fi, because I've got like 2 terabytes, I think, in my cloud. So everybody talks about this damn cloud. I keep looking up. I'm not seeing shit. Where's this cloud at? But that was the problem. The Wi-Fi once Ken turned that Wi-Fi on in the cabin, like it was
Yeah.
floodgates of storage opened up, and
Yeah, I think it was the next morning I went ahead and paid for the 24 hours of high speed.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So
and it worked.
yeah. You're making Marty dizzy. You got to get out of your garage.
Oh, God. He needs to take
Marty's
Dramamine
got the
before he can
Spanish.
watch YouTube. You know what I mean?
There-
Midol
there
and
we go.
Dramamine.
He's going to be having dreams, and they're going to be spinning in his head tonight with a with a CPAP
Marty.
going.
Marty, I'm out of the garage. Is this any better? I mean, I'll
Oh
stop.
my gosh!
I don't want to
Oh
make Marty
man!
throw up.
But no, we we had a really good time down there. All of us had a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good deal, man. I hope we can go. Get back there sometime soon. So yeah.
I
Oh
wish I
wow!
was
Other
there.
events
You're
are coming up
talking
down
about
there at the
Eureka?
Cat House, Chase.
So we've got, of course, there's International Female Ride Day / Steel Horse this coming Saturday, or Friday and Saturday. There's a meet and greet and everything Friday night, and then the ride down from Switchback to Steel Horse in Fort Smith Saturday. There's a bit of a gap there. Switchback does sort of weekend events. They have like hot summer nights and stuff. But really,
Hot summer
until you
nights in
get
a
to right.
Sorry, I'm
Until you get to Bike Fest Eureka Springs, which is in September, Ken. I wasn't prepared to talk about events, but let me.
Well, we got
It's the second to last weekend of September, maybe September 22nd, 23rd, something like that. I have to check the dates, but
Okay.
we've got another date in June coming up.
oh, we do have Badger Bash. Yeah. Well, he
Yeah.
said Cat House, so I was trying to think of the things that
Right.
specifically involve Cat House. But yeah,
Right.
we do have Badger Bash in June, which is a whole week. Which actually it bookends Hot Summer Nights at Switchback. Basically, the following Monday. I'm going to pull up my calendar here so I don't say something out of turn here.
I've got the 23rd off, so I'm coming down the 21st that weekend for the Badger Bash. And
Yeah,
then
so let's
coming
see.
home on the 23rd, so I can go back to work on the 24th.
So when is that? The Badger Bash, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, Hot Summer Nights is the June 19th through 21st, 22nd that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then starting on the 23rd, which I believe is a Monday. Somebody verify
Yes,
that?
it is.
Okay, so the 23rd through that Sunday, the 29th, is Badger Bash, which Sonny and Angie have worked with a local hotel, which is sitting up here. Let me find it. Do you know what it's called? Trails End? Is it Trails End, Ken?
I think so, yeah.
Trails End Hotel to just book the whole hotel out for Badger Bash folks. So it's basically a room block. And there's a secondary hotel too, depending on how many folks show up.
Right.
But it's obviously a bunch of bikers, but Angie's, I believe, planning to do other stuff like kayaking, hanging out, like sort of not necessarily let's just go ride around,
Right.
all kind of stuff. There's some other stuff going on throughout the week. So I want to say, Ken, what is it? Gosh, I want to say it's like $125 a person for the whole week or something like that.
Yeah.
This is Eureka Springs you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yes,
Yes.
it is
Okay.
in Eureka Springs.
But
yeah,
they're Wagonators.
it's the first annual Badger Bash. I believe they actually did them like years ago. They did a couple of them, not in Eureka Springs, but they did a couple of them. But this is sort of the fire it back up and hang out in Arkansas since they're staying here for a couple of months over the rally season.
Like I said, I'm just coming down for the weekend and coming home Monday because I've already got all my vacations planned out because we have to do that when we bid for job selection in like November, December, January. And I didn't know anything about the Badger Bash till afterwards. So,
Yeah. Well, and
I'll be
I
there
know
next year for sure.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Spring
Yeah,
fling for
for,
sure.
Spring Fling, and
Hell
of course
yeah.
now
We'll be there.
there's stuff going on every other weekend, but in Eureka Springs bike related. It doesn't have to be like an event weekend. If folks, especially the Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, whatever kind of folks, want to come hang out for a weekend, just like let us know. I mean, Switchback does stuff every other weekend, all spring, summer, fall.
Right. They'll be around, I figured, when I go down there. So I figured, what the heck, I'll just go down, make my presence known for, Saturday, Sunday, and come home Monday, whatever, So
Spread
we'll see.
some ass, hey.
Yeah, spread the love. You know.
Hell yeah.
I mean, Rob, you do have to climb the pole if you come down. I mean, that's just like,
Yeah, you do.
Well, I'll climb.
Bye.
Dude, I will be the pole. I will be the pole.
Oh, so people
Like
are
a
just
baby's
climbing
arm
Robbie.
holding an apple, buddy.
Gotcha. Whoa, there you go. There you go.
Oh my god.
It even says stiff.
Hey, Skip, I just realized, and I don't want to make it weird at this point, but after an hour, why is there a Ninja blender behind you?
Yeah.
Well, about that. So no, I'm remodeling my house. So I have free hanging shelves in my kitchen, and I was mudding and taping underneath the cabinets. So I had to move everything. That's the only spot I had to sit that big ass thing without it hitting the ceiling fan. So it's sitting on top of my wood stove because we're getting ready to sell the house. So everything's just kind of
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
being packed from pictures. That was my office. So everything, yeah, one of them things, making her pretty. But yeah, it's a really nice blender though. That sucker is amazing for malts and shit.
Oh, you don't
Dude,
use
is
it
the
to.
blender part like a ninja star?
No, I don't want to
parts-
get weed stuck in it. I thought about it using it to chop up weed, but it gets stuck really bad to the edges. So I use my infuser for that. That chop. I can do a pound at a time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hero.
No, Robbie, I said Ninja because it looks like we have like a Ninja brand blender and it looks exactly the same. So I was wondering if it was the Ninja brand blender.
When he hits the power button,
It
it
is a
goes,
Ninja brand.
There you go. I was like, it looks just like ours.
See?
Nothing but the best, man.
Donatello.
You don't want to buy crappy blenders.
Yeah. The two iron
Skip's,
butts have something in common. They got ninja blenders.
Hell yeah.
Like Ken's got all his cool artwork and his safe and all
Yeah.
that jazz. Route
And his
66
toys
behind
up
him.
in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie's got the
And then
guitars
we're not going to
and the
talk
big
about what's just
screen.
falling around.
I've got weird boobies like right back there.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna when I decided I was gonna go into my living room, I was gonna turn the TV on and actually put Hulkamania on there. But, brother, I can't unsee it now, Ken. I just can't. Like anytime we're out in public, I'm just gonna tell people you're Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, right.
You have to. You almost have to now.
Dude, we'll get a crowd.
This
for
is my
sure,
buddy
and it won't
Hulk.
be because we have cameras or we're YouTubing. It'll be like people will be like, "Oh my God, it's Hulk Hogan!"
If I had the long mullet hair, because I know he's bald on top,
Oh yeah.
so it
It's
makes
just that I don't want to be noticed out in public appearance. That's all.
right.
Dude,
Yeah.
You trimmed
Look,
it.
people
Yeah.
asking for your autograph. Ken will be signing chicks' chests and shit.
That might be
Hey,
that might be
Cynthia.
kind of an insult, Ken. Because Hulk Hogan's like 173 at this point. So
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
But
dude,
he's
you'll
probably
be
in a lot
signing
better
areolas, buddy.
he's probably in a lot better shape than me, He probably still works out. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
But
I don't think he does. Maybe he's looking
Hard
pretty
telling.
wrinkly at this point.
yeah.
Ken's
It's
in
kind of
pretty
like
good shape. I know because I shared a room with him.
I go to sleep.
I still want to know how my hoodie got on your bed.
I don't know, dude. Did you throw it down at me and try to keep me from sawing logs or something? I don't know.
Oh,
I think
you
that
guys,
in part
just
7
wait.
of the K River video
Part
extravaganza.
Part 2, just wait. Oh, the beginning is a beautiful thing. That's all I'm gonna say.
I can't wait.
The first 3 minutes is priceless.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goodness.
Oh Lord. Listen, guys, I have got to go take a shower, and 4:00 is going to come pretty early. So
Yeah, it is.
Minute Man.
For sure.
man, that was a good. We're going to have to do this more often. This was fun. This was a lot of
100%.
fun. But
Skip,
maybe we'll
you
do
are the
it.
man, dude. Good luck.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir. I appreciate you.
Maybe we'll do
I
it
do.
after your iron butt, Skip. You know.
Okay.
And
2 or 3 days
Immediately
after.
after, as soon as
Yeah.
you get home, we're gonna
Right.
fire up the live.
Yeah, go ahead. I plan on being back here at 4:20 on Sunday.
When Ken
Like-
when Ken does his iron butt, it's gonna be called spreading cheeks.
No, I'll have plenty of have plenty of gold bond for that. You know.
Spread cheeks for a reason.
Do they have like a rider passenger iron butt? You know what I mean?
They do.
You know,
Yes. Yeah,
Are you
can get
kidding me?
secondary. Yeah, whenever you fill out
Yeah.
the forms and everything, there's an optional passenger thing, and they can get sort of certified as a passenger.
Well,
Oh,
Marty
wow.
could. Maybe I could take Marty with me.
Oh,
You can. I mean, it's usually
It's a long
wives,
way riding
occasionally
backwards on a
children.
motorcycle.
You can take bro too, I guess. That's cool. It's 2025. You can do whatever you want with your bro, Ken.
Oh my gosh!
Marty's a true
Whoa.
hippie. He's holding up trees. Yeah, his picture's like this. That's
Leave the hat on,
that's
though,
the
Ken.
Marty,
Leave the hat on.
That's the Marty Fight Club. Right there, that's their logo on the back of their cut. Just Marty like this.
Oh God! His wife's gonna be like, "You're never going down there again without me."
Oh shit.
Oh God! All right, guys, listen. We're gonna get off here, and man, like I said, this was a lot of fun, and we need to do this again. Maybe a week after you get back, and after part 2 and 3 come out, man, we'll just ham it up,
4.
man. Yeah, part 4. But yeah. Yeah. If you find out any more information on that Badger Bash on that weekend that I'm going to be down there, Chase, let me know. And I might message Angie just to see, if they're actually going to be there that weekend, that Saturday, Sunday, whatever, see what's
Are
going
you talking
on.
about the Saturday, Sunday, the final one or the one beforehand?
The 21st and 22nd.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure. They'll definitely be there the 23rd through the 29th. Or
Right,
whatever.
right.
About the previous weekend.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just went ahead and scheduled it and said, what the heck? So, wait a minute. Private chat. What is this?
Oh
boy.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Is it Cinnamon from the strip club or
No, that was
Yeah,
before we even got started from
Oh.
Skip. So that was cool.
that was me. Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
My aunt
Keeps
had a
it-
cat named Cinnamon. That thing was a bitch.
Thank you, Roadkill. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Sunday at 4:00, you say you'll be back. So probably Topeka, you
4:20.
got to be coming through there around 2:30, 3:00.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
at night or in the morning?
In the
I'm
afternoon,
leaving
Sunday
at 4
afternoon.
It should be about 4 in the afternoon
Gotcha.
Cool.
or earlier. It just depends on how.
Well, hopefully, yeah. If you're leaving at 4 a.m., you need to get there before 4:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
Yeah, I prefer to be back before that.
Right.
So
Yeah,
And if you-
we just got Robbie smiling. He froze up over there.
Yeah, I
yeah, I
did,
see
didn't
that. Look, what a good spot to freeze up, right? Show your teeth. Like it's
Okay.
still a picture.
Oh my gosh. Well,
In
get
his
back
pizza
there.
glasses.
There you go. See, he backed out of it. No. If you want to, Skip, pass my number on to your guy, and
Okay.
he can give me some updates or whatever if you want.
Yes, sir.
So anyway,
I will do
Yeah,
that.
did you say Skip? Sorry, I don't even know if we're still streaming. Did you say your wife is following you in the car?
No, I have a buddy, Archie. He's following me in a chase car. So
Okay.
I will have
I'll say,
somebody with.
share your phone location with him, and then he could update on Facebook as you go.
Yeah, he's gonna do that, and then I'll be able to do shorts. I've got my headset and everything all connected, so I'll be able to talk to people if they call. I'm connected to the bike. I'm connected to my headset, so I can call, text, and whatever.
cool.
Cool.
So, and it'll help, people checking in and seeing, calling, help pass the time once in a while,
Right.
watching YouTube videos and movies doesn't always work until it gets later at night.
Right.
Half the time you can't see it through the day, but I can kind of turn something on at night. you know, and
Right.
kind of listen to it while I ride.
Yeah. I'll be
So,
trucking Saturdays. I'm planning on going
Sweet.
trucking Saturday, out there, Western Kansas and back. So, yeah.
That'd be funny if I passed the shit out of you.
Well, I probably won't be leaving Kansas City till 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So you'll be an hour ahead of me. So,
Oh yeah, be early.
anyway, Chase, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
joke.
I'm
It was
glad
nice
you had. I
talking
hope
with
you
you,
had a
buddy.
good time.
I started now. Good luck, Skip. We'll see
It was
y'all
nice.
next
It was
week,
nice
probably,
talking with you, buddy.
for sure.
Yep.
So, yeah, I will definitely talk with you soon.
Yep. Good
I
luck.
appreciate you, sir.
Yep. And truck drivers, after being up for so long, they call it the black dog, man. Don't you
Oh
start
yeah.
seeing that black dog and purple elephants and all that stuff. It's time to.
I'm just gonna chalk it up as a good hit and call it good and roll.
Oh my
Like,
God.
man, that was worth it.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Ooh, I got to
So,
roll another one of those. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
no, I don't
Alright.
smoke when I roll. I don't smoke at all. I won't smoke that morning, and I won't smoke till I get back.
Right.
So,
Okay.
no reason for that. So, but I appreciate you, sir.
I
And
will. I will post. Oh no, that's not it. That's a YouTube channel. I think that's your channel. So
thank you,
I thought
Steph.
the
I
link is in the
appreciate you, buddy.
description for the Venmo link, and if you guys want to contribute and support the supportbikers.com Wrecked Rider Fund, anything left over, which will be probably at least half will be left over
I
from
would
the
hope
gas
so.
and
Yeah,
everything,
I'd like to have a little more, but yeah.
go from there. So that's a good cause, and kind of riding for the ones that can't ride because they're laid up or used to ride or whatever,
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
anyway, Skip, thanks for coming on, and I'll close this out
Sweet.
here in a minute. You got any last words?
No, I appreciate everybody, man. Y'all keep them rolling and stay blessed. And I'll catch you soon.
Cool. Yep. Keep us updated.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Well, everybody, thanks for coming in and watching, and thanks for hitting the thumbs ups. And I had a good time. It was a little crazy, but hey, it's what it is, right? Every mile makes a memory, and Skip is going to make some memories this weekend and make some memories for some riders that cannot ride right now. And go check out www.supportbikers.com and join us on that journey. So y'all stay good, stay out of trouble, say hi to a stranger, thank a veteran, and ride safe. Well, there. Nope, it's pausing. It's buffering. So, oh well. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Stay out of trouble. We'll talk to y'all later. Say bye.